Chocs and Chocettes and in between. Roberto here for another video review. It's the new, yes, the new Cadbury Dairy Milk and More Nutty Praline Crisp. Yes, so there we go. So it's second in this line of products. I think there's only two, but there might be three. Sometimes there are three, and one of them's only found in one shop somewhere or other that's quite obscure or something. But here's your one, the Caramel Nut Crunch. So you will notice that these look very similar in concept, probably in delivery as well, than the Cadbury sort of Big Taste bars that they did, and also the Milk and Max bars. So it definitely makes me feel like this is a Milka rebrand. Mondelez own both Cadbury and Milka. Generally, when sort of Milka, I always say Milka rebrand. I always assume the Milka one comes first, or that's the way its direction comes from. So I don't know if these have replaced the Cadbury Big Taste bars, but they certainly look very similar to them. They certainly do, just in a bit of a smaller form. Big Taste ones up with massive bars as well. I don't think it's a bad thing really to sort of. It's still a big bar. I don't think it's a bad thing to have the same bar in a smaller size, really. And it's still big, still 180 grams. Although I did notice that the other one, there's 180 grams there, but the what's it called, the Caramel Nut Crunch one, if I can hold it correctly, is 200 grams. So bear that in mind. Interesting. I guess the pralines maybe is a bit lighter, but even so, same size bar in area, but obviously in the weight is a bit different. So yeah, so what actually is it? Well, you can probably guess what it is, but let's just see what it says officially. Milk chocolate with creamy almond and hazelnut filling, 36%, and a layer of crispy wafer, 3.5%. Alright, so yes, you need to be mathematically astute, I would say, to work out that that's not 100% of the bar. It's only 41.5%, so, where's the other, 58.5, whatever it is. Yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, it's got palm fat there. And some other stuff, so yeah, so there you go, that's all the ingredients, of course. Hazelnut paste, various things, but it's got the equivalent of 426 millilitres of fresh liquid milk in every 227 grams of milk chocolate. Milk solids contains 20% minimum, actual 23%, contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. I still don't get why it says actual and minimum. I mean, actual is clearly what matters, so strange. I mean, you'd think it just, I don't know. Anyway, but there you go. I'm sure there's a reason, but it eludes me. So thanks to Chocolo, we are helping farmers to protect the forests around them. Okay, Chocolo. Oh, I'm sure it used to say a lot more than that, helping farmers, their communities, and empowering women and all sorts. But clearly, have the scopes got smaller, or they're just mixing and matching what they're saying? 100% is the same as source cocoa, Cocoa Life, by the Fair Trade Foundation. 100% is a bold claim. I would always check out if it really is, if that's important to you. 100% is very bold. 100% is like, literally all of it is sustainably sourced. And what does sustainable mean as well? Of course, it's is it really sustainable? I think it's a bit of a subjective thing, really. But per 100 grams, 548 calories, 33 grams of fat, 17 of which are saturates. Per 3 chunks, 25.7 grams, 141 calories, 8.4 grams of fat, 4.3 of which are saturates. Quite a calorific bar. Almost double that for the whole thing, so be wary. So vegetarians there. UK only, don't recycle home, recycle large supermarkets, so large supermarket. Republic of Ireland, as I mentioned before, when I see this, when they have recycle warning on there, or label or whatever, not warning but label, it says you can recycle at home, and in the UK it will say you can recycle at large supermarkets. So why can't you do it at home in the UK? Well, there you go. Some summary of nutrition information. Get in touch if you're not happy, so there's the addresses and things. Cadbury.co.uk. It's got an open and reclosed pack. Anything else of interest underneath? Don't think there will be, but we'll check. There we go, yeah, just the Cadbury watermarking there, which they got from Cadbury Australia. That seems to be where I first saw them do it anyway. There we go. Alright, I don't know if there's much more to say really. I want to give it an open, so yeah, let's move myself down and see what it looks like on the inside. Let's do just that, let's give it an open. Okay, I'm going to give this, this new Cadbury Dairy Milk and More Nutty Praline Crisp an open, and why not? So let's get into it, let's do just that. So time we're going to about 1,100 views, if not more, so if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to not done so already. And some of Chronicle links to place all my reviews of some of the latest ones, such as other Cadbury Dairy Milk products, other, I don't know, Dairy Milk and More ones if I've got enough of them, or any other things I think might be of interest, so go check those out. If you like, subscribe, as I say, left a comment on me, if you enjoy those too. Here you go, so, a nice smell coming from it actually. It does smell a bit praline-like, but it's not bad, it's not a bad smell. You can see it is a 3x7 bar. I think I said it was a 3x8 bar, but it's a 3x7 bar, so there we go. Alright, let's give it a bit of a measure as well. Got the old measuring stick. We'll measure it on the bottom. A bit easier really. It smells a bit ice cream like actually. 18 and a half, about 18 and a half actually, yep. Okay, and the width, 8.8 centimetres. We've got the calipers here to measure the height. Okay, so highest to lowest point at 1.4. Double check that. Yeah. All right, and the base part about 9mm. Okay. Alright, so I guess it looks pretty good, doesn't it? It looks very nice. You can see all the nice Cadbury logos there, and the segments look pretty good. It looks quite nice, actually. Yeah, that's quite nice. What's it like on the inside? Let's give it a bit of a snap. Ooh, nice crunch there. That was a very nice crunch. This one might well be up my street. I do like a good crunch in my chocolate. You can see there. Certainly it seems to be more, I guess that cross section is the whole thing, so I'll do that in a minute. But you can see, I don't know, a lot of crunch there, a wafer. What did it say? It was creamy almond and hazelnut filling. And a length of crispy wafer. Alright. Right. Certainly has that. It's quite a nice colour as well. I like the colour to it. Yeah. Right, let's give it a bit of a chop then. I've got a knife here. So the knife, got a knife. I guess it is the knife, but you know what I mean. Okay. There we go. Wow, look at that. Yeah, so that's not bad, you know. That's not bad. You can see plenty of praline there. It's quite comparable to the front. I mean, not quite, the wafer's not quite as wavy, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Looks pretty good. All right, well, quite optimistic. Might be quite a lot of. I mean, you know, the chocolate's quite thin. You know, is it really just going to be? Is it really worth being dairy milk? You know, and is it really dairy milk? I don't know. You know. So, well, we'll find out. Proof's in the pudding. So let's lift stuff up. Give it a taste. Okay, everyone. Okay, we're going to give this this new Cadbury Dairy Milk and More Nutty Praline Crisp a taste. Very excited for this one. We did a bit of a cross section before. That's just fallen apart. Here we go. So you can see quite a nice layer of praline there and layer of wafer as well. But it did just fall apart there. You can see there up against. So wafer don't go quite to the edge there. A bit disappointed, but there we go. But all right. Well, let's give it a go. Let's give it a taste. Quite excited for this. Seems quite crunchy. Let's see if it tastes nice. Lots of praline. Too much, I think. You can't really taste the dairy milk particularly. There's a problem with the other one as well, really. It's just too thin a chocolate and there's too much praline there. Crunch is nice though. I like the crunch. Of course, the edge pieces, you know, you can see the praline just doesn't go to the edge there. I mean, look at that. There's so much gap there. And for all these edge segments all down this side, you know, wherever, you know, yeah, don't know, disappointing that. Give it a snap. Yeah, so you can see these edge bits, you know, they just don't have praline there. And this obviously we can't see the other side on this one, but you can see the other side there. So yeah, a bit disappointing that. So the crunch is gone, which would help tame, you know, mitigate the ridiculous amount of praline that's in it. Obviously, if you love the praline, then you're in heaven here. But I don't know, a bit too much. It's a bit too much of it. It's quite sort of melts in the mouth. It's that sort of, is it almond praline? Did it say it was? You know, just almond and hazelnut filling. I mean, to me, it tastes a bit more hazelnutty. Really, I was going to say. I don't know. It's all right, but it's no point in it being dairy milk. You can't taste the dairy milk. The chocolate's not thick enough. And the crunch I quite like, but there's just too much praline. I prefer if there's a less praline, more chocolate. And I think that would be quite a nice bar then. It would have, you know, it would work quite well, but it's just not balanced enough with the amount of praline you've got in there. You can see here, just too much of it. And of course, you know, if you're a Lindor fan, you might prefer the textures like that. But I think a Lindor's a bit more extravagant than this. It certainly is, you know, and I think there's, you know, the sort of like that truffle scent or whatever it is, it melts in the mouth and it's a bit more indulgent. It's too creamy for me. So bear that in mind, you know, so if you might, you know, if you love Lindor's, you might like this over me, but I don't know, I still think it's just, yeah, it's just, you just eat Lindor's, you do get quite a thick chocolate as well, and you get the experience of chocolate also. This one, I don't know, it just needed to have thicker chocolate and less praline. You know, and I think it would have found the wafers fine, but other than the fact it doesn't go edge to edge, you know, so, but, you know, with that in mind, I think it still could have worked with thicker chocolate, so, yeah. Oh, a bit disappointing this one. It's all right. I think the crunch for me definitely lifts it up from being just a 3 out of 5. But, you know, there's no real decent chocolate there. It is quite average. The praline's okay, but, you know, it's just like a hazelnut praline. It's like so typical, you know, hazelnut praline, truffle, whatever. We've seen this so many times before now. It's quite boring, really. It's quite lazy, I think, you know. I think Cadbury did one in Jingly Bells Such it was one of them. It was either the noisette or the praline one. I think it was the green one. It was a green and brown one. The green one I think had a bit more. It had a bit more of a texture to the filling. It was quite nice actually. And I kind of if this had that, I think it would be definitely better. But being as it's just like a sort of liquidy, melts in the mouth centre. For me, I'm just a bit bored of them now. I've tasted them so many times, these praline centres. I really have, over the channel. And it used to be quite a special thing 10, 15 years ago, particularly in the celebrations, the chocolate selection set we did, the Galaxy Truffles. But I think even those now would be a bit mundane, to be honest with you. And in fact, they've released the Galaxy Truffles in the mini eggs in form, and also just in other products as well. And it has been a bit not as exciting as it used to be. And those were a lot better than this. This is just a bit mundane, really. So, yeah, for me, it definitely has an air of milk product as well, really. And as I say, it certainly doesn't take advantage of the fact it's got dairy milk in it because the chocolate's so thin, and it's overpowered as well because it's so thin. There's no chocolate snap or substance there, really. It just covers it. It's just a medium to cover the rest of the bar. So, anyway, all that to say, this one, it's just about above 3 out of 5, but only just. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5, but it's certainly a lot closer to a 3 than a 4, that's for sure. Disappointing, this one, but I kind of had a feeling it would be, to be honest with you. I kind of had a feeling it would be. It just had that air about it. Alright guys, well let me know what you think of this one, whether you're disappointed or not, whether you think this is great. Yeah, let me know, leave a comment free, always great to hear from you, and always doing best to reply. And click on these videos appearing on the screen now, great to support my channel by continuing to watch my content. Thanks so much for watching, take care, bye for now. See ya.